Let me actually get my other side of the stream set up before I do anything. Yeah, do my intro after I'm sure I'm actually up and running though. Season ends in 3 days. I'll probably pop some in on the last day or something. I do need to do my arcade runs. I'm kind of fine with that, really. I think I'll probably hit some mystery heroes. I'm just gonna do my intro. Hey guys, Wendy Return 9 here. As the title shows, I'm gonna be discussing the mercy changes. Yeah? Yes.
What did you say? Did you say yes or no?
Yes.
I'm gonna sleep in your room tonight.
I am aware of that.
Because I'm a bit scared, but I'm gonna dance in my room right now. So.
Okay, go have fun. Close my door on the way out. Oh, phone's up.
Yeah, like the hurricane's gonna hit like the Houston, and then that. I don't know. We just think it was gonna be like a hurricane at Houston. So you know how the outside, like in the tropical storm or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they haven't been on. I don't know why.
Okay, bye. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so basically, I'm going to be discussing the messy changes. Now, I was quite surprised when I saw that the video had even come out from Play Overwatch, because it's like, I didn't really expect Mercy to get any changes, but after watching the video, I am hopeful. However, there are some little things. Why do I always get Widowmaker? Some little things that, like, I kind of feel could mess this up. Now, I was trying this video earlier, but, like, a whole bunch of stuff got on the way. Now, I'm actually going to pull up the changes because I'll remember all of them. Because it's been a while since I saw the video, and since then, there's a hurricane coming. So I've kind of been distracted. Now, we're not supposed to get hit with like, the full blunt of it, or whatever, but, like, we're supposed to get flooded. And for some reason, nobody wants to evacuate. So, whatever. But it's been kind of distracting me. First thing, removing her res from her ultra ability, I feel, if done properly, could be really good. Now, as kind of, I'm not really sure how to format this. I'm pulling up the changes right now. I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. I think I was sucking. If implemented correctly, it could be really good. Oh, Bastion, why'd you go that way? I almost had you out. Bottom. Top. True jump back. Oh, that was sucky. I'm normally, like, well, to be fair, I'm always a bad raider, but normally I'm a lot more decent than this. Oh, that missed. Goodbye, Symmetra. I got 3 gold, what? I haven't done anything though.
Diva reporting in.
Oh my god, my aim. I'm not supposed to be discussing the mercy changes, but I got put as Widow, so why am I, there we go.
Nice shot. No one can hide from the hunters.
That shield's kind of annoying. All the shields, are you kidding me?
Widowmaker here. Watch your step. Hiya. Zarya, ready for duty.
40 limbs, not bad. I don't know where any of the health packs are on this map though. I haven't really been playing this map that much, considering, like, I haven't really been playing Overwatch that much. Friendly Tracer. I heard a Tracer and I was like, is that friendly or is that enemy? Eee. That's a bad scene, though. I'm getting ready to dip right now.
My gift to you.
Hi.
Dang it. Why does my aim always get... I have really bad aim is the point I'm trying to make. Ah, dang it. I didn't see the Reaper until he was shooting. Where in the world is the patch notes? Why is it... I can't find this thing in patch notes for some reason. The Diva Micro Missiles thing. I've looked into some of that. I haven't really looked into it too much. It sounds interesting. I kind of like it. It kind of makes it less reliant on... Why are you... Like, hey, at least you're not giving them ult charge, I guess. But, like, still. Like, there are more efficient ways of killing yourself.
Defense matrix activated. I'm gonna have to shoot you down. Bailing out.
Oh, I don't even need a health pack. I've had a very busy day.
60 seconds.
I'm still doing triple gold, even though we are indeed losing.
Firing up. Boosters engaged.
Pop tranquility.
Check me out.
30 seconds remaining.
Don't give up. You're still winning.
Enemy turret.
Why can't I pop defense matrix? It wasn't completely out of charge. Unless it was. If it was, that's very weird. Why did I even do that? That was kind of stupid of me.
10 seconds remaining.
Running out. Everyone attack.
Oh, come on, Doomfist. Oh, the Ana.
Defeat.
The Ana healed him up. Anyways, if I can find the stupid patch notes, here they are. Here we go. So the Resurrect has been changed to an ability now. It targets a single player. It has a radius of 5 meters, which I think means that's how close you have to be to res them. A 30-second cooldown, okay. Interesting. And no longer grant invulnerability while Resurrect is active. Okay. And then the new ult, Valkyrie. It enhances weapon design abilities for 20 seconds. Mercy's healing and damage boost beams now affect all allies near the targeted teammate, and the effective range has been extended. For her blast, it's been granted infinite okay, I didn't hear about that. Infinite ammo while having increased damage and fire rate. Guardian Angel has increased range and movement speed. Resurrect cooldown is instantly reset when Valkyrie is activated and reduced to 10 seconds after the initial cast. I was actually gonna kind of comment on this. That's actually basically exactly what I wanted for from the Resurrect cooldown.
The true enemy.
Mercy gains the ability to fly freely at increased movement speed, and regeneration is no longer interrupted when she takes damage. That's really actually kind of nice. What happened there? Anyways, so I want to do some quick little comments here. Firstly, the Resurrect has always been OP. Okay? I honestly don't think anybody can deny that, you know? I've been playing Mercy for, since Season 4, I believe? Maybe the end of Season 3. I've been maining as Mercy, and yeah, that Resurrect is especially since he's gotten the invulnerability, that's quite overpowered. It's not always overpowered, but it's quite overpowered. you know? So it definitely needs some changes, and you taking it off ult kind of makes sense, you know? However, there are still some little gripes I have with this. It still works, you know, especially with the new ult. It's like, it actually is probably better, but it kind of, in my opinion, makes Resurrect less of a strategic move. What I'm talking about is, for those of you who probably don't play Mercy that often,
Attackers incoming in 30
when
seconds.
normally how it works when you have res and as an ult, you kind of have to decide. You always have to be thinking as soon as somebody dies, should I do the solo res? Should I wait for a double res? Should I go for a multi res, which is 3 or more? You know, like should I wait for the very big res, or do we need this like one player that went down? Is just the tracer that's been carrying us? Do I need to res them so we can hold the point? Or, you know, is it the Hanzo that's probably throwing? It's not to enforce that stereotype. That's just kind of, that was really game. That's just kind of the example that came to mind, considering it's just the general stereotype in the community. But you know, like that's basically the thing. Ooh, what rolled even through me? I think it was probably the May wall. But you know, that's kind of like the things you have to think about. Like there are a lot of times, like, like that's a constant thought when you're playing Mercy and you have res. Like should I res this one person who could possibly help us hold the point, or should I wait for more of my teammates to die so that I can get the multi-res? But sometimes it's not always good, because for example, you could have 4 teammates down, but you know that their Zarya has an ult, and because it's like close to overtime and Zarya hasn't used it, so it's like it's not really worth the res because you're all gonna die. So in that case, you know, there's a lot of situations like that, which is like you kind of have to play those odds. And then there's a more advanced kind of play that I've never really done, because, you know, I haven't been at that high of a rank, which is involving ult trading, which is kind of like, I saw this discussed by, I can't remember who. I took out half their team. Is anybody close enough? No, because 2 people are AFK and spawn. Okay. But yeah, like, I saw this in the video, I think, with EVA. I think I don't even know if I said it already or not. I'm kind of out of it right now. With an example, but like, basically, let's say you use your res. Or, I can't think of the example now. You know, I've been thinking about it all day, but now that, you know, it's time for me to say the example, I obviously can't think of it. So it's basically like, let's say that you know the enemy has ult, so you has a whole bunch of ults, so to kind of goad them into using their ult. My singing wall, and I missed the flashbang. To kind of like goad them into using some of their ults, you pop a res, so they pop their ults to team wipe. But it's like at a point in the game in which that just means now you have ult advantage. You trade one ult for many. It's like sometimes like that's kind of a higher skill where you could use the res. I at the ranks admin, which is flat. It's like there's not really a good time to use it. But like I could definitely see where it could come into play. If it could be used effectively, it's definitely a higher skill move. And wait to use that ult. So I'm kind of distracted by the game right now because it's like I don't want to lose. And for the Harmony Orb, you took the health pack. If there's one thing I've learned from playing Mercy, it's how to survive. We both waste our ability there.
I am healed.
But yeah, what was I talking about? Wes, so I'm so sorry. I'm very, very distracted in case you cannot tell. You know, that's kind of an example of when it could be used in a, you know, it's a very, I don't want to say unorthodox, but it's a very not commonly used way to use that. Oh, dang it! I'm assuming it was the May off screen, or not? I'm looking at the kill feed. Basically, that's my point. That it could be very strategic if used properly. Now, to be fair, a lot of times it wasn't used properly, which is why they changed it. You know, it heavily encouraged a very, very, very bad play style, which was the I got res, I'm gonna go hide. You know, and that's something I've always been against. You know, if I have res, I'm not about to go hide. Like I might, I'm gonna play more defensively, yes. And I might be like more in the backlines, but I'm not gonna go hide, you know, because if I'm hiding, who's gonna kill my team? So I've always kind of had that mentality, and you know, where the way Res has been set up kind of promotes the hiding playstyle, which is, you know, not really a good playstyle. It's bad Mercy play. So I kind of understand why they changed it, you know, and like yeah, I needed to change, you know. But one of my little issues with the chains, it's like, it's definitely a benefit because of how it's gonna affect, because it's gonna make it a lot, it's gonna kind of no longer promote that go hide playstyle. Which is definitely good. But it kind of removes that ability to kind of just be extra strategic about the res in terms of like, because now you're basically forced to solo res, so you can't really be like, oh, okay, maybe I should solo res, or maybe I should wait for a team res, or like you can't really go through all those options anymore, you know. That was really dumb of me. So that, and also I feel like it might increase toxicity, simply because you already have nowadays people who like, they want you to solo res them and they get very toxic when you don't, because they think they're the ones carrying the game, you know. You already get those people. Now, considering you're gonna have res every 30 seconds, they're basically always gonna get mad at you if you don't res them, even if it, and it's like, that's kind of annoying. Why did I even do that? That had no purpose, you know. So I feel like it might increase toxicity in that way, which is a shame, because I feel like it's definitely an improvement over what we've had previously.
Experience tranquility.
You know, considering I feel like the previous res, the old, was quite good. I feel like it had a lot of issues, and I feel like this fixes a lot of them while introducing some new ones, but I feel like the positives outweigh the negatives. So it's like, I'm not against this change, I have some worries, you know? Some concerns. You know? Well, 249, 250. My ping's dead. My ping is dead.
30 seconds remaining.
Ice wall coming up.
And to block off that instance for now.
Огонь по готовности.
Check in.
10 seconds remaining.
Everyone, stick together. We can do this. 冻住，不许走。冰墙升起来吧。
Whew. Okay. But yeah. No, some of my concerns with it. I'm so sorry this thing is so long. However, I do love the new Valkyrie.
Of the game.
You know? That's the triple. I feel like it's definitely... See, I don't even know why I went wait for him there. That was kind of a waste. It was very stupid of me to go waste right there. Got that triple and I died. But like, let me go through it. So first, 20 seconds. Well, actually, hold on. Let me touch one more thing on the res. Now, of course, the one thing with the res that I was like, this is going to become an issue if it's not right, is the cooldown. The res needs to have a long cooldown. Because if you could sink and res somebody like every 15 seconds, you know, it's not really good. However, I was thinking, okay, a 1 minute cooldown. Very long, yes. But you know, it's like, if we assume a 5 minute game, which is, like if we, well, to be fair, we won't, I think 2CP is I think it's a 10 minute, it might be an 8 minute game without overtime, but I'm going to go with 10 just for example purposes. That means you get 10 reses. That's basically 2 14 reses equivalent in numbers, you know, assuming you use it on cooldown, you know, then that would be about 10 reses, you know, or 8, which is like, you know, that's about accurate. That sounds pretty good. 30 seconds, I'm fine with. I feel like it's probably a bit too short, you know, if every 30 seconds you can res somebody. Once again, to bring up the other example, that leads you to 16 to 20 reses if you use it on cooldown. And that's a lot of reses. Like, I don't exactly know how fast ult charges, I can't remember. But I know you don't get more than 10 reses every 5 in I feel like you don't get more than 10 to 12 reses unless you're just constantly doing 14 reses in an average game, you know?
5, 4,
in a 8 or 10 minute 2CP game. I feel like you don't get that many reses. So that's a little concern there, but
Hey there.
you know, it could work. It could work because I doubt people are going to be using it on cooldown. But I'm just saying, you have that kind of ridiculous potential.
Enemy contact.
I will hack the May. Can you get out of my way? I'm trying to kill the May.
Securing the objective. Anyone want to join me? See you later. Sniper, ten cuidado.
Shoot out the venom mine.
Be right back.
Did I get him to stick another one on the wall? Nope.
Hey there.
Woo! All them turrets. Ow! Oh, the venom mine. Yes, that was concerned. Now with Valkyrie, the first thing I wanted to know was what's the cooldown, or what's the time limit. I was thinking probably about 20-30 seconds, and as it says, it's 20 seconds. That sounds pretty good. Now the healing thing sounds, the Catechist staff buff sounds amazing to me. Like, personally, I think I was spamming recall. I think the whole area of effect aspect is very interesting. The Cactus Blaster. It sounded good, but I was like, it's nothing special. Infinite ammo, okay, yeah, that can probably do some good. Of course, it depends on how much the damage and fire rates increase, but like,
Anyone need some healing?
you know, it definitely has some pretty good potential. Ah, that stinging road dog. You know, Guardian Angel, it's kind of okay. The Resurrect moving down 10 seconds. Technically, I wanted the thing to be, I wanted there to be a minute timer, but like that's about where I wanted the Resurrect timer to go down to. Because I'm thinking it should be used for probably like triple reses, I want to say. It could probably be used for. Now, not of course basic triple reses, but what I'm talking about is what I'm talking about when I say triple reses, I mean
Огонь по готовности!
oh. I probably could have gotten it if I shot. Wrong button, wrong. I'm backing up. What I meant when I said, when I say took res though, is basically because when you pop it, it automatically recharges your res. You could use it to say get a res, pop it, get a second res in, and then it's 20 seconds, so you can get another res in with the reduced cooldown. Now technically you might be able to get a fourth in if you time it just perfectly, but it's basically a triple res. Well, technically it's a double and a single, but you know, same thing. I disabled their healing. Somebody push in. Somebody push in. No, they're not gonna push in. You know, so that's kind of what I wanted. However, the flying sounds brilliant. Of course, it depends how it plays. I'm kind of curious as to how exactly it's gonna play, but it sounds very good. And then the regen, I did not hear about this until I just read these patch notes. You no longer, like, you're constantly self-healing. That sounds extremely powerful. Like, don't get me wrong, you could probably still kill the Mercy, but the ability to constantly be self-healing is extremely useful. So I am looking forward to that. And overall, I feel like this ult is kind of an improvement over Res. It has less of that strategicness to it, but but it still has some strategic. It's less strategic, but it still does have some strategic uses. And while Res was overpowered, this is just very powerful, you know. And considering, in my opinion, some of the Res changes kind of weaken Mercy by a decent amount, considering one of her big selling points was Res. I feel like this change in what's it called? I feel like these changes could definitely be beneficial. And like, please, that's all. Thank you. Ah, the follow-up. Basically, I think this is at a kind of a benefit, you know? These changes, I feel, overall, kind of, it's not necessarily a buff or a nerf, it's kind of just a change in playstyle, which I like, you know? I do still have one issue with Mercy that I kind of always had, which is Mercy is a very unique character among the unique characters of this game, in that she is basically pure healing. Now what that means is that there's not a lot of I don't want to say room, but like, see, it's very hard for some of the more Mercy specific skills that you use when you play Mercy to transfer to other characters, you know? It's like, you don't really have that many skills that kind of transfer in playstyle to how other characters play, you know? It kind of makes it so that, you know, people who one-trick Mercy have difficulty playing basically anybody else, because it's like, a lot of her of the skills required to play Mercy don't transfer over. I'm gonna go chase down that diva. You know, because like once again, Mercy doesn't really deal damage like basically at all. That Reaper's gonna flank. I should go take him out. I didn't put down my healing thing. That's what I wanted to do first, but whatever. And like this is an issue I went into before I started being like, okay, I need to get back, like get good at other characters again. Because when I first started playing Mercy, I started one-tricking. I would only play Mercy, you know. And then, I did that for quite a while, and all of a sudden I started getting into some games where it's like I can't play Mercy because somebody else picked her, and it's like, well, now I can't play anybody because I suck at everyone else. Because the skills, well, a few of her skills, well, technically all of her skills transfer in some way, and a few of her skills will transfer per character. It's like there's not a whole bunch of her skills that transfer enough to where you could kind of play another character quite well. You know? Like, in order to kind of compensate for that on my own end, I have started kind of playing... What am I doing? Sorry, focusing on the Reaper. I have been playing a lot of other characters. Goodbye, Mercy. That was my goal. I'm happy with that.
You best head for the hills. I'm on fire. It's time.
Was that a waste of a note? Yes. Do I care? No. The follower just killed me.
A little help would be appreciated.
But yeah, you know. So like, I've compensated that myself by kind of swapping around, but that's still it. Even after all these changes and the changes in the playstyle, that is still an issue because, you know, not many of her skills transfer over to the point where you can play another character with just, if you've been one-tricking Mercy. Like, you kind of, like, there are other characters where, like, if you play them, and then you swap over, like, there are other characters that you can swap over to a bit more easily, you know? I would think of some good examples if I could, but I kinda can't right now. Getting a bit more lag. I think my ping's stabilizing though. If I can think of some examples. Technically McCree and Soldier with the hit scan, but that's not only the best of examples. I think McCree and Genji is probably better because they both require a lot of precision aim. It's just that Genji has the whole delay. Tracer and Soldier have quite a bit of similar skills with spread if you don't do accurate shots on Soldier. You know, and like there are a lot of different similar skills that transfer around. You know, like Lucio's speed boost. Actually no, what am I talking about? That doesn't really fit. But Anna and Widowmaker with the scope, or with the scope dame, Widowmaker, and I guess kind of she's more Tracer than Soldier, but I guess technically Soldier with Fire Ray and Tracer with. But basically, you know, those skills kind of transfer with if you're not doing scope, if you're not shooting scope. And there are a whole bunch of other like skills like that, but with Mercy, not too many of them will transfer, considering the skills required to play her are 1, game sense, with add positioning, with like that. It's kind of every hero, you know. If you don't have game sense or positioning skills, you kind of can't play anybody. I could just Doomfist real quick. There we go. Like it will be very difficult for you to really do anything if you don't have a good game sense and if you can't position yourself right, you know. So that skill technically goes with all characters, so that's kind of a freebie. That's not really gonna count that, you know. However, and then like what are her other skills? A lot of her skills are kind of unique to her, like her survivability with her is very unique in the fact that you're not gonna, no matter what situation you're in, you need to fly to another teammate or just kind of run from your enemy. Otherwise, you're basically dead. There are some exceptions, like when you're playing a bad player, or like Genji's a really good example of somebody Mercy can actually 1v1 and take out. Oh, there's the follow. But for the most part, her survivability is very unique in that it's basically run or die, you know? To be fair, there are other characters where it's like you kind of have to run, but normally you have other options, you know? Like even with Lucio, you can poop them out of the way. And that's very, very helpful. I knew that wasn't gonna work.
Translocating.
I hit the sticking pole.
See that which is unseen.
I missed my intended target. I'm gonna move up a bit on this side. I'm not really good at coming up with examples right now. I'm very distracted, and I wasn't actually thinking about this, which I probably should have been, considering this is kind of one of my. But to be fair, I wasn't expecting to talk about the problems with Mercy. I was expecting to just talk about the changes and. So yeah, but like a lot of her skills only transfer over, so that's kind of a complaint I still have with Mercy, but that's besides the point. I'm supposed to be talking about the changes, you know. I kind of have. Now the only thing I haven't talked about is the whole developer's notes on why these changes were made, which I will pull up and not read right now, but I'll at least pull them up right now.
My task is not complete.
The stupid turrets. Okay. Let's see it. The developer comment says, while resurrecting down allies is a core part of Mercy's gameplay, the way her ultimate functioned was causing a number of problems. It was frustrating to play against, which kind of, and they incentivized Mercy players to hide away from important battles instead of taking part of them. This is always what I hate people who, oh, really? A lifesaver? Really? Okay, anyways, I really don't like players who hide, you know? In my opinion, it's like, you should be healing, you should be supporting your team in some way, not just hiding, waiting for the res. I really don't like it, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'll check this out right now in the gallery. Let me continue. This version turns resurrecting into a single target ability. It's still an important part of Mercy's kit, but it plays what's better for both Mercy players and her enemies. I feel like, yeah, once again, my main issue... Hello? The test? No? That was weird. When I was talking right now, I hear a little bit of reverb. Is that really doing that? Cool. Anyways, I've addressed my thoughts on that. It's like, it's definitely better than how her ult function, or not better.
Step into a perfect.
It's definitely better than her ult, I feel. But there's some things I kind of don't like about it. You know, so I've addressed that. Let's see. As for her ult, Valkyrie, her new ultimate, it says Valkyrie, her new ultimate, gives her the opportunity to make big game-making plays and opens a number of new options for her. I don't really see how you can make big game-making plays with this ult. I'm sorry, but it's powerful, yes, but like you're not gonna be doing anything that's gonna save the game. Maybe if you get a really good double res, you know, and then you have that triple ready. But for the most part, like, you're not gonna be doing, unless her pistol gets like super buffed to where it's like Battle Mercy is actually legitimate, you know. But it's kind of doubtful. But if they do that, maybe. But yeah, and I feel like her ult is definitely better than Res. It's not more powerful, but that's kind of the thing. Res was super overpowered, you know. And I'm gonna enjoy this last competitive season in which I can use the Res as an ult. I feel like that would be something cool for them to add in custom games where, like, when they change around abilities, to have the option to, like, for example, an option where you could revert to like old Mercy where she has Res as the ult, or I'm trying. They haven't really done that many other characters. Maybe revert Symmetra to her ult form where she has no shield generator and she has the deployable or not deployable shield. That's what she has now. She has the shields on people. You know, like I feel like that could be kind of cool in custom games. Like, so you can go back and look at the old versions of the characters, and maybe do some stuff with that. I feel like that could be kind of cool. Blizzard implement that. That has potential for the custom games area. And then there's some other stuff that the PTR updated. You know, I want to see some further of those micro missiles, because I've always been like, D.Va's always been like my second or third most played character. You know, I'm actually curious what she is on my all modes, because I know on my character competitive season I haven't played that much. Season 1 I kind of alternate. Season 1 I didn't play much, as you can see. I didn't even finish placement. Season 2 I played a lot of Mercy. Season 2, really? Well, I have a lot of D.Va in there too. I did not know I played that much. I was actually quite average there. I did main Roadhog Season 3 for a good portion. At the end of that's when I started playing a lot of Mercy. And then she took over mainly in Season 4, and in Season 5, it's just basically pure Mercy. As you can see, but in Quick Play, I know D.Va has top scored by 1 hour. And I did D.Va main for a long time, so like, yeah, she's second up there with 20 hours, and played 51 hours of Mercy. A third of my time playing this game has been on Mercy. Yeah, it's a lot. But like, I know I played D.Va. I used to play D.Va quite a lot. So I am curious with these changes, because I still do play her. Like, if we need a tank pick and that'll work, I'll play Mercy. But like, so I'm curious with these changes. I'm gonna have to look at them. That's kind of what I was saying. I'm gonna stop now. I'm in case you guys can't tell, I'm about to end this stream. So I'm very out of it. I have a whole bunch of different things I'm focusing on. We have a hurricane incoming. The reverb from my guitar is really bugging me. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but when I talk, it like reverbs off it. I think it like the sound hole, it like reverbs through there or something. I don't even know, but it's kind of bugging me. Plus, I have stuff going on with college that I'm dealing with. Roommates, we need to figure out who's taking what. And one of our roommates we can't sting and get a hold of. Like, we've sent emails, and that's the only way we know to contact them, because that's what the school gave us. That's what they gave the school. And they ain't been replying. We gave them our numbers and our emails, and been like, anything and nothing. It's been a couple days. So I guess technically it's not that long, but we want to like anything's going month till I move. Anyways, I was not actually I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't planning to do this stream. I was gonna try and pick up Dark Souls and stream some Dark Souls, but you know, Mercy changes. I'm a Mercy main. I can't not comment on this. I kind of feel like I have to. Anyways, that's really been it. This video, as I expected, was a lot longer than it needed to be. It's probably need to be like 10-15 minutes. I think it's almost been an hour. Can I actually check somehow? I cannot. I can guarantee though it's been like an hour, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I don't hope you guys enjoyed somehow. My name has been OneDavid29, and I will probably be doing a Dark Soul stream later, maybe even now if I can buy it real quick. And if I don't, I have some other things I need to do. Help my mom with her TSI pre-assessment. Very late. She should have taken the TSI by now, but she's trying to get into school too. I have chores that kind of suck. I need to do some practicing. I have some stuff to do, but I will possibly be doing a Dark Souls stream. Kind of. I'm very bad at this YouTube thing, in case, you know, this has been obvious after what? Almost 8 years now. Sorry, December 2009. But in case, in case it hasn't been obvious over these 8 years, not really the best at this YouTube thing. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Videos are coming. Actual non-live stream videos will be coming soon, especially once I move to college and I have a laptop. I'll finally have editing software again. So excited. I can actually edit videos and start uploading them. I have some more English videos coming out. It's been a while since I put those out, but they did get some decent views when I put them out, and not really that many people do them, which I think kind of sucks because I really like English. And I'm really still kind of mad that I can't get the new Mercy skin. I'm not really a big... I prefer the rich skin, but the staff is just so brilliant. It's like really, really good that it makes me... It's like... and the gun too, but like that staff is just so good that it's like, I'm taking this skin. I want to use the skin just for that staff, really. Anyways, yeah, I'm rambling. I'm just gonna end the stream. My name's OneDavid29, and I'm out. Peace. Probably should have had my end stream button ready.